You're descending into madness because you're cursed. A Christian, if you call yourself a Christian, if you call yourself believing in God in any way whatsoever, you cannot pretend that you don't know that America is cursed, and it has been cursed ever since you all landed over there in the first place and started massacring the indigenous people and stealing their land. At least half of the American public today, at least half, would be diagnosed as mentally having a mental illness or psychological disorder.
Brothers and sisters, there's an old proverb that says, until the lion tells his own story, the hunter will always be the hero. Just think about that. For generations, history has usually been written by the powerful, the winners, the conquerors, the people with the biggest microphones. But what happens when someone decides to tell the story from the other side? What you're about to watch isn't just criticism of America. It's a conversation about power. Who has it? Who benefits from it? And why millions of people around the world believe the rules were never written for ordinary citizens in the first place. Today's speaker is Shahid Bolsen, and whatever he's talking about will actually make you think. Please subscribe and let's watch to the end, and then I'll be back with more commentary.
The next layer is realizing that there is no escaping the consequences of your history, and realizing that those consequences are in fact being imposed upon you right now, especially in America, but in Europe too. I mean, look at Europe. It's falling apart. Europe is falling apart. They're going extinct, and even their own natural extinction isn't fast enough for them. They're rushing towards war and conflict on the continent. Macron just told hospitals in France that they need to be ready for a European war by next year. War with Russia. They're tearing their own societies apart. They're impoverishing themselves. They're enslaving themselves. They're deindustrializing themselves. They're being asset stripped. Exactly what they did to the people that they colonized. Europe is tumbling into the abyss of their own making. But America, the imperial heir of Europe, the neoliberal economic firing squad of corporate power, they used to spray their bullets like a mass shooter all across the global south, all across the Muslim world, all across Africa, all across so-called Latin America. Well, America is descending into madness. You're descending into madness because you're cursed. That's why I've said you cannot properly analyze geopolitics. You cannot properly analyze geopolitics if you exclude the reality of divine justice. You cannot exclude God from your assessments. You can't exclude Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from your forecasts. And you cannot be as unjust, as brutal, as degenerate, as wicked as America has been, and actually think that the consequences are not going to be severe. You understand? The suffering of whole continents at your hands is going to ricochet back onto America. I said you're cursed. You know it and I know it. That's the truth. We both know this. Because you can't have any sort of religious sense of justice and not know that. Even if you call yourself a Christian, if you call yourself believing in God in any way whatsoever, you cannot pretend that you don't know that America is cursed, and it has been cursed ever since you all landed over there in the first place and started massacring the indigenous people and stealing their land. What your Zionist brigades are doing to the Palestinians right now is just a fraction of what you did to the Native American. What Hitler did was a fraction of what you did, in fact. And you really think that you were going to be able to escape the consequences of that? Of course not. Obviously not. Why do you even think for a minute that you could escape the consequences of decimating millions upon millions of people? To think that you would get away with that, wallahi, to even think that you could get away with that, to even think that you would never be held accountable for that is blasphemy. It's blasphemous for you to think that you could get away scot-free. Especially when you have never even done anything ever since then, except to compound the wrongdoing and to add to your record of crimes. You understand me? You have done nothing to atone. You haven't done anything to atone for what you have done. You and I both know that. Genocide, chattel slavery, rape, torture, lynching, murder, dehumanization, discrimination, segregation, exploitation, subjugation, war all around the world. But what sort of a God do you worship that would turn a blind eye to all of that? What kind of a God did you have in mind when you say God bless America? Because I know you're not talking about the God. I know you're not talking about the creator of the universe. Bless America for what? Bless America for what? If you did what you did and then say God bless America, that's just another blasphemy. Or you're taking the Lord's name in vain when you say God bless America. That's the truth. You can't invoke God to bless what he has prohibited. You can't invoke God to bless what he punishes, to bless what causes his wrath. You have been worshiping someone else entirely, something else entirely. You have taken a whole other being as your God. If you actually think that your actions merit any sort of blessing, no one would bless what you have done as a nation except Iblis. No one would approve of what you have done except for the devil himself. That's why I told you that, and why you need to know. You need to understand this about your society. The West has been worshiping the jinn. They've been worshiping the shayateen ever since prehistory, like I said. And that formed the whole character, the whole ethos of their so-called civilization. You can't properly understand the West if you don't understand that. Honestly, you can't be dismissive about that. Like I said last time, this is in fact exactly why they're almost the only people in the whole world who pretend that the devil doesn't exist. They're almost the only people. They're the only people. The people in the Muslim world, the people in Africa, the people in Latin America, the people in Asia, everyone knows this is real. Even in places like Russia and China, after decades of state-imposed atheism, most people there even also still accept this reality. Different people in different places call the jinn different things, sure. Demons, ghosts, fairies, spirits, whatever the case may be. But we know the reality. We know the reality of the unseen. But your so-called civilization insists on denying it. Exactly the same way that they deny everything else that's true about reality, that's true about themselves. While their denial is conspicuous in this way, it's a protective, defensive denial. Because no one else is more closely aligned, in fact, and more subservient to the shayateen as much as your society. So that denial is part of what is expected of you. That's part of the cover-up that is expected of you. And that's just par for the course with you, because anyway, you cover up everything already as it is. Now listen, again, I'm not attacking you. Understand me. Please understand me. If your house is on fire and I come to tell you that your house is burning and you need to get out, are you going to get defensive because you think I'm insulting your house? Use your mind. There's a poison gas leak in your building, and your building manager is trying to tell you that everything is fine, and I'm trying to tell you that it's going to kill you. You tell me which one of us, me or that manager, cares more about you and more about your welfare and your well-being. Don't get mad at me. Well, I think that the gas has already gotten to your brain. If you can't think straight enough to know that I'm trying to tell you something for your own good, look, I'm telling you, there is no way to escape the consequences.
You're damn right.
Okay? I didn't do this to you. Your ancestors did this to you. Your own ancestors did this to you. Your ancestors and your leaders today. Your media today. Your schools today. Like I said, recognizing and acknowledging the reality of what your ancestors really did,
the LBGT,
and what they really were, and yes, who they really worshiped. Understanding that is just the first layer. And as soon as someone accepts this reality, that layer, they just accept that. Then they'll jump immediately to, well, how do we make a change? I'm not like my ancestors. Isn't that good enough? How do we make a change so that we can avoid these negative consequences? Because they haven't accepted that second layer, that most important second layer, which is that the consequences cannot be avoided, cannot be evaded, cannot be resisted, and cannot be defied. The punishment is already underway in America. And like I said, at least one element of that punishment is madness. The society is being driven into madness, just like the syphilitic monarchs of your history. I don't even mean this metaphorically. No, I'm talking quite literally. The society is going insane. I mean, look at any old film clip. I don't mean old Hollywood movies. I don't mean that. I mean, like, look at old interviews, old footage of people talking, like, in, say, the early 1900s, for example. Listen to them. Listen to how they talk. Listen to the clarity and listen to the sobriety of their voices and their facial expressions. Now open TikTok. Open Instagram. Well, if you took someone from 25 and you send them back to 1925, no matter what they were talking about, everyone would think that they are drunk. Everyone would think that these were mad people, unhinged, unstable, volatile, wild people. Even 50 years ago, they would have that impression. Do you know that according to the previous mental health standards, at least half of the American public today, at least half would be diagnosed as mentally having a mental illness or psychological disorder. I mean, even according to the modern standards, it's not far from that. roughly a quarter of all Americans have been diagnosed with some sort of a psychological or mental disorder, and about
2 months, man. Come on, well, good afternoon, yeah. I have a message for you. This is for Gentiles. This is for Africans. And this is for Yashiro children who sold out Emmanuel, the one you call Jesus. This is Matthew, guys, chapter 26. Let's go verse 65. Then the high priest tore his clothing. Whose clothing? They tore Emmanuel's clothing, saying, "He has spoken blasphemy. Why do we need any more witnesses? Behold, now you have heard his blasphemy. Let's put him to death. What do you think?" This is Jesus they're talking about, you know. The so-called Jesus. "Behold, now you have heard his blasphemy. What do you think?" They answered, "He is worthy of death." Then they spat in his face and beat him with their fists. Then they spat in his face and beat him with their fists. And some slapped him, saying, "Prophesy to us, you Hamashiach. Who hit you? Who hit you?" And this is what you tell, and there's more. It just hurts to read the rest. And this is what Christians, you're telling me about. You love whoever Jesus is. Listen, you spat in his face, bro. Right, there's more. You gave him poison to drink it. Oh, there's so much more done. This is the same, you know, Emmanuel that you call in Jesus that you love. This is the one that's coming to spit back in your face and punch you up, you're done. You stay there, you're damn trying. You're forgetting about those bits in Matthew, ain't you? The converted Matthew. Not ordained, converted. He used to be a tax man, he used to be wicked like you. But fair play to him. When Emmanuel said, "Come follow me," he came straight away. He jumped over from the taxing booth, which is there to take money off the people. He said, "No, I'm not doing that no more." And he come, but he's not ordained. Christians, you like to show up with him and all that. Okay, there's one here for you, you spat in his face and they beat him up. And then after that you said to him, "Who hit you?" Taking the piss out of him, yeah? He'll be saying that to you when he boxes you 7 different ways. No reading that part, don't want you Christians. You damn cocker spraying you on. Or are we reading 2 different books? You damn tramp. Christianity E-I.
Now you pass me by. Hold your head up high.
Emmanuel.
In the sky.
No E-I.
Want you to know that this is the game of love. This is the game of love. This is the game of love.
Read the king. Don't forget.
This is the game of love. Yeah. Where you're coming from. Should never, ever burn your bridges behind you.
I want you to know that.
This is the game of love. This is the game of love. Girl, this is the game of love. This is the game of love. I want to you all understand that the storm of love refuse always leave ahead. Cornerstone, 'cause this is the game of love. This is the game of love. Girl, this is the game of love. This is the game of love.
Half of all young people. And I'm telling you, this is the toll of your history. That's what this is. This is the devil taking his due. Don't you know your own folklore? Don't you know about the devil taking payment in the form of your progeny? Those stories don't come out of nowhere. It's the story of your so-called civilization. Your ancestors sold you out for the sake of pomp and splendor in their day. They sold you out so they could sip their mint julep tea on the veranda of some great plantation house in the American South, while human beings were being whipped and being raped and being treated like animals. They sold you out so that they could have their steal their land and have their homesteads and their farms and their ranches soaked in the blood of Native Americans. They sold you out so that they could have the minerals and the oil and the gas and the gold and the diamonds from all around the world, from all around the global South, when colonized people were the ones digging those resources out of the earth for them, and then they themselves got buried in those same holes. That was the bargain. That was the deal that your ancestors made. You know, everyone thinks, or everyone says, that America was built on stolen land by stolen labor. Yes, but I'm telling you that there's no such thing as stolen land. There's no such thing as stolen labor. There's only borrowed land. There's borrowed labor, and eventually you're going to have to pay for it. And your payment is coming due. There's no fix. Because when you think about trying to fix things, what you really mean is trying to figure out how to put off the inevitable consequences, and that's not going to happen. You can forget about that. You can't vote your way out. You can't policy your way out. You can't march or protest your way out. You can't virtue signal your way out. You can't even reparations your way out. The bill is due, and payment will be taken, one way or another. And as I say, payment is already being taken right now. I'm telling you, the fate of America is sealed. And it was sealed over 400 years ago. You're just now reaching the end of that contract. You know, I said some time ago that Trump was actually hated in America and Europe during his first administration, everyone knows. But he was actually popular in the global South.
Of course he was.
Around the rest of the world, people liked Trump. Arabs liked him, Asians, Africans, South Americans generally. Generally speaking, he was actually popular with the countries in the global South. Even China likes him. despite the performative rivalry. And I'll tell you why. Because we all recognize that he is the embodiment of the devil's doom.
He is. Sent by Yahuwah.
Trump being appointed over the United States signaled to the rest of us the end of American empire.
Sent by Father.
Now, don't blame him for that. Like I said, it isn't happening because of Trump. Trump just proves that it's happening. Trump is just a big orange final notice for payment due. That's what he is. And he's overseeing the dismantling of the Americans.
Yo, excuse me, Christians. Here's another one. Matthew chapter 28, verse 19. This is in your so-called book that you like to show up about. Therefore, go and make disciples of all the nations, immersing them in the name of the Father, Yahuwah, and the Son, Yahusha, and of the Ruach Kodesh. Now it says that to you in Matthew chapter 28, verse 19. Christians, the book I just read. So why are you doing this? Why are you immersing the people in the Father, Yahuwah, the Son, Yahusha, and then you walk into the Holy Ruach Kodesh? How come we not teach them that? Because you don't understand it, do you? You just say the words and don't understand what they mean. Because you say the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. What the hell does that mean? You damn tramp. You take it out of context. That's what you do. That's not what it means. Matthew chapter 28, verse 19. That's not what it means. You damn tramp. You're just not the right sons to implement it, because the book wasn't written for you. It doesn't say teach the sons of Christianity, show the sons of Christianity. It doesn't say anything about you at all. It says the Israel children, the Yasharel children. It says it all the time. It never says not once any other children. You damn crocodile sprain. So I don't know what book you're reading. Come and show me a book where it says Christians in it. Come and show it to me where the book says show Christian children. Come and show me where it says it. Show it to me. You was copy and pasting, but you couldn't copy and paste that, could you? You're the Kabbalah fears. Well, come and show me. I'm still waiting. Where does it say the children of Christianity? Where? You damn tramp. And you don't even rejoice his name, you little cockle sprain. And not even Christianity know his name. They don't even know what his name is. You're a joke, Rasta. Go sit down.
That soldier's name, you've got nothing to lose, nothing to lose. Remember when the food was rushing, not knowing where the first meal was coming from. People treated you as if you had no sin. The words of the Father were your defense, and now you're living in a mansion. You go at the past, Mr. Big Man.
from? Love. Makes you want to keep giving. Oh, it's a gift from you can't come back. Or just throw away. When said love is not a piece of paper. Oh, it's a gift from you can't come back. Or just throw away. I'll go back to some more Bible reading. I know. Where am I? I'm on Marcos. I say pronounce it in Hebrew. Marcos. With the OS at the end. You know, to bring it back to what it was then. We keep commercializing it, really put it in that nonsense there and take the power out of it, bro. It's not commercial. It's Hebrew. And the bell rings. It's not commercial. It's Hebrew.
Centric world order. The walls are closing around America.
You're damn right it is.
And the demons are descending down into those, between those walls to loot and to pillage anything and everything and anyone and everyone in that land.
Way.
And I'm not saying this spitefully, and I'm not saying it hatefully, and I'm not trying to rub it in, and I'm not trying to gloat. You understand? I'm not trying to insult you. But you need to understand this was always going to happen.
Of course it was.
And they have not prepared you for it.
Of course they have.
They have lied to you about what's going on. They've lied to you about your country. They lied to you about your history. They lied to you about who they are. They lied to you about what they are. They lied to you about how they have been, so that you couldn't see what was coming. You couldn't see this coming. In fact, most of you still can't see it coming, even though it's upon you already.
I know.
The ice you put in on my...
Welcome back. So, one thing I always find interesting is this. People living in completely different countries often have surprisingly similar complaints. Ask someone in America, they'll say politicians don't listen. Ask someone in Africa, they'll say foreign powers don't listen. Ask someone in Europe, they'll complain that corporations have too much influence.
Yeah.
Different countries, different cultures, yet somehow many people feel the same frustration that the people making the biggest decisions are often the people ordinary citizens never elected.
True.
Shahid argues that American elections have become more like permanent campaigns than permanent solutions. Now,
As well.
whether you agree with that or not, it's worth asking why so many voters feel disappointed after almost every election. Every 4 years, hope returns, promises are made, crowds gather, social media explodes, then months later, people still complain about rising prices. They complain about housing. They complain about healthcare, education. The question actually becomes, is the problem simply one politician, or is the system itself becoming too difficult to change? Now, here's where the conversation shifts. Instead of asking about America, the discussion turns toward Africa. And honestly, this is where things become even more interesting, because Africa is one of the richest continents on earth.
True.
Yet, many Africans remain among the poorest.
Because they bled it.
How can both statements be true at the same time?
I was just talking about that. I don't want to.
That's the question.
The
When
French,
people hear the word
the
Africa,
Europeans, them.
many immediately think of poverty.
And
But
it's the richest on the
that's
planet,
only
but
part
them,
of the
because
picture.
them.
Africa possesses enormous reserves of
And
minerals
they're not
such as
telling you
cobalt, copper,
telling you this.
gold, platinum, manganese,
And he's taking it.
rare earth elements, and of course diamonds. These resources power smartphones, electric vehicles, computers, medical technology, and countless industries around the world. So the obvious question becomes, if the continent is so resource rich, why haven't more Africans shared equally that wealth?
It's nothing to do with
Different
the story,
people
man.
answer that question differently. Some point to colonial history, others emphasize corruption, governance, conflict, or maybe weak institutions. Many argue it's a combination of all of those factors. Regardless of where someone stands, it's a conversation that continues to shape politics across the continent. Unity is also another point. Shahid Bolsen argues that Africa's greatest strength may not be its minerals, but its people. History shows that divided communities are easier to influence. United communities usually negotiate from a stronger position. That's true in business, it's true in politics, and it's actually true internationally. Whether someone supports Pan-African ideas or not, most people will probably agree that strong education, accountable leadership, and greater cooperation between African nations could create more opportunities for future generations. One thing I appreciate about discussions like this is that they actually force people to ask uncomfortable questions. Questions like, who really benefits from the global economy? Who writes the rules? Who has the power to change them? You don't have to agree with every claim in this video to recognize that these are important debates. Healthy societies grow by questioning ideas, not by refusing to hear them.
Yeah, that one. And he's at the front now.
Family, I leave you with one final thought. The future belongs to people who understand both their history and their opportunities. Whether we are talking about America, Jamaica, Africa, or anywhere else, lasting progress depends on informed citizens, strong institutions, and leaders who are accountable to the people they serve. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think the biggest challenge today is political leadership, economic systems, or something else entirely? Share your thoughts respectfully in the comments. If you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.
Tell it like it is, son. Or don't tell it at all. Because what goes up has to come back down. And what's done in the dark has to come to light, as you see. And now you're committing suicide. Because it's not working no more, is it, the way you wanted it? The farmers, shame on you. Shame on you. So how are people going to feed themselves now when you're supposed to be in charge? And because it's a little bit hard now, you're committing suicide in droves. You ain't got people to work it for you now, have you? Racism is expensive. Racism is expensive. Because now you can't pick up all the stuff that you need to pick to make it work, can you? You're burnt out. Racism is expensive. It's Donald Trump that. He's the one who done that. Well, Father told him to do it. So you can start appreciating and see where you really stand in this dance. It's an insult that they've been carried far too long, and now you can't even carry yourself without these children. Damn tramp. know the children. I don't know no children who sing like them. None at all. And he's a son.
So you're calling me Mr. Hit and Run, running away from all the fun. Don't know what you're missing. Lots of tenderness and caring. Oh, Mr. Hit and Run, Mr. Hit and Run. Oh, like a fool, haven't been to school. Just be ready and get me cool. Mr. Heat, you're calling me Mr. Hit and Run, running away from all the fun. Don't know what you're missing. Loads of tenderness and caring. Mr. Heat and Run, Mr. Heat and Run. Oh, like a fool, haven't been to school. Just be ready and get me cool. Oh, Mr. Heat and Run. Mr. Heat and Run. Ever get no time to spend. Don't know why you fail. Oh, Heat and Run. Mr. Heat and Run. I don't know what you fail. Oh, no, I don't know what you feel. No, I don't know what you feel. Yeah, Mr. Heat and Run. Don't run away. I don't know what you feel. Oh, no, I don't know what you feel. No, no, no. Oh, no, no. It's not that I haven't got feelings for you. Folks keep telling me that you're not true. Hey, I don't know why. And I don't wanna cry. No, no, no. See, I made it up to you somehow. Like a man who's thankful for an answer, it takes a while. Then you don't have to call me Mr. Hit and Run. Oh, Mr. Hit and Run. I'm not being like a fool who haven't been to school. Not being dramatic and can't be cool. Oh, Mr. Hit and Run. You keep on calling me Mr. Heat and Run. Tell me one more time, I make it up to you, Mr. Heat and Run. You don't like to call me Mr. Heat and Run.
Mr. Hits and Run. Now I can cook my food. Nice. It's income. Now I can cook my food. Where is it? Where is it? Here. Alright, no, this one. Down there. Right. I'll make it up to you. Fair play, Kemba. 8K. Thank you, Father. Right. This is what envy really looks like. What envy is.
Listen, I'm not softening Jack today. All right?
Got it.
All right?
Got it.
Are you still buying heavy and expensive lawnmowers in the AI era? In just 3 minutes, you can quickly clear 100 square meters of weeds in a single...
All right, hey, my people, I need for you to hear this, and I'm not softening Jack today.
Go on, miss.
All right, because softening is the part that gets us killed. You understand? And we've been seeing a lot of that going on. So every time we explain white behavior in a way that protects white feelings, we take a little more of the protection off of ourselves. You understand? And we can't afford that. Not with what's coming, what has already happened, and what is already here. So let's just go on and get into it. So today I'm going to answer a question a lot of us have been asking our whole lives without ever getting a straight answer to, right? Why are white folks so envious of us? Huh? Yeah, baby, I'm not giving the polite version today. I'm giving the real, so y'all better go ahead and buckle up, buttercup, because it's coming down. And I'm about to tell you about 5 reasons. You ready? Let's go. They know we're better than the story that was ever told about us. And they can't forgive us for it. Huh? You're okay. See, they were raised, most of them, in one form or another, on a story that said that they were the standard of everything. Huh? The standard of beauty, the standard of intelligence, the standard of civilization, right? But anyway, the standard of what a family looks like, the standard of what a nation is. Huh? And every institution in this country reinforced that same story. The schools, the movies, the magazines, the history books, the dolls in the toy aisle, huh? And yes, the Bible pictures on the wall. Then they walked outside and they met us. That's right. And what they found over and over in every arena was that we were not less than they at all. We were and are in many cases more than they, huh? More beautiful, more stylish, more rhythmic, huh? Yeah, more linguistically inventive, more spiritually alive, more resilient, more funny, more generous under pressure, better dancers, better singers, better athletes, better cooks, better storytellers, better lovers of our children, better keepers of our elders. That's what they learned. And they had no framework for it. Because the story had told them we were supposed to be at the bottom. You dig? And here we were, and here we are, without the resources, without the schools, without the inheritance, huh? Without the legal protection, outperforming them at the basic tasks of being human. Yeah, I said that out loud. See, the wound is something that they can't heal. Because see, to heal it they'd have to admit that the story was a lie in the first place, right? And if the story was a lie, then everything they built on top of the story, their sense of self, their sense of family, their sense of country, is also a lie. See, most of them cannot survive that admission. So they resent the evidence instead. And the evidence, my love, is us. Reason 2. They watch us make something out of nothing. And they can't do it. You understand? Give a white American a trust fund, a legacy admission to a good school, a professional network, and a real estate portfolio inherited from their granddaddy who got the money from the enslavement. Just saying, okay? And then they can build a comfortable life. Yeah, that's fine. Fine. Okay? Most people can, huh? With those tools. Indeed. But take all that away and drop them into a neighborhood with less resources.
Infantino apologises for his controversial plan to sell a stake in the World Cup to private investors. The family of the murdered British exchange student Meredith Kircher called on Amanda Knox, originally a suspect in the case, to abandon plans for a stand-up comedy show.
Think about the family here, think about her friends, and to turn the tables if it was your sister that this had happened to.
Back on the ice, Olympic curling champion Eve Muirhead announces she's coming out of retirement. And meet 97-year-old Betty Bromwich, the woman who's just broken her own world record for wing walking.
On BBC London, concerns around the use of artificial intelligence when it comes to recruitment. Some fear AI tools could be biased and be having a negative impact on older women.
Hello, good afternoon. 4 young women have told the BBC they were sexually assaulted and harassed at an army training college for teenagers in Harrogate. One said she was raped by several of her fellow junior soldiers.